it's Jayla Michelle, and I'm back with another video. So, today's video is just basically going to be referring to some things I've learned in the past couple weeks. You know, being being in an executive position on both my e-boards. It's very time consuming, chaotic sometimes, and dealing with different people's opinions and attitudes. It's a lot sometimes. So what I've learned is to be in my villain era. If you don't know what your villain era means, it means when you basically speak your mind, say your thoughts, no matter what people think about them, and not to be afraid of your truth, and to stand in your truth and speaking your truth no matter what. That's something I've learned. Now, this can definitely cause like tension within your organization, because it definitely has a mind, but it's like at the end of the day, you can't just sit there and let people run all over you, walk all over you, say whatever to you. You have to stand your ground and you have to speak up. So before we get into this video, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. We're almost at 200 subscribers, so let's get there. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. So one thing about me, even growing up, I have always been someone who doesn't take any mess, doesn't take any BS, none of that. I will call you out, you know, when appropriate, when it's needed. I also have I feel like growing up, I've been told a lot that I was mean and that I had attitudes. Most of the, really mean. I've been told that since I've been growing up. So it's caused me to be more lenient when it comes to what people say, only because I wanted to keep my friends, or I didn't want to be perceived as mean or the angry black girl. So it caused me to be less confrontational. I was still confrontational, because don't play with me like that. But I would let some stuff slide that I shouldn't have let slide, and it would burn me up, and I would internalize it, and it breeds resentment. And in order for that to stop happening with me, I just got tired, basically. I just got tired. I'm gonna give you guys an example. Last year, I was just a general body member in one of my orgs, and I'm gonna be honest, and this isn't to bash anyone in the organization, none of that. I'm just speaking my journey. I'm speaking from my experience. Me being a general body member, you kind of have to listen to what e-board says, what they say kind of goes, whatever. And they used to have a lot of problems with how they spoke to people. And I'm the type of person where you have to speak a certain way to me, or you're gonna hear my mouth, and I'm gonna speak to you the way you spoke to me. That's how it works with me. And being a general body member and not wanting to be kicked out of the organization, I really held my tongue with a lot of it. But I also started to resent the e-board members, and I started to just dislike them, because why are you talking to us like that? And yeah, until one day it all just kind of boiled over for me. It was the end of a show. Everyone was tired. Everyone was ready to go. One of the e-board members comes in the room. She's huffing and puffing. She has an attitude. She's like, y'all need to make sure y'all cleaning up. Y'all need to make sure y'all doing this, y'all doing that. I didn't pay her no mind, okay? At first, like, I looked at her, side eye, but I didn't really pay her no mind. I was like, I got my stuff is good. I'm out of here, okay? She said it another time. Again, it wasn't direct. I didn't take it personal, whatever. Third time, I'm leaving out with my friends. She decides to make it direct. She's like, did you guys clean up? And then y'all know me, sometimes I just blow up. And that's exactly what I did. I blew up on her. And it was a back and forth match. You know, I was cussing her out, you know. And yeah, you know, I cussed her out real good. And after that, I went to the after party and I had fun. But, you know, I definitely, you know, the president of the org had to sit down with us and made us talk it out or whatever. And, you know, I was more calm and I was thinking more clearly. And I told her, it's a certain way you got to speak to me, you know. And I don't do that. The yelling, the attitudes. I'm not your child. Don't talk to me like I'm your child, okay? We are the same age here. Don't talk to me no type of way. I told her that straight up. You know, she understood that. We never had any more issues. Now, I did have some more issues with the other e-board, but it never turned into anything until next year when I get on the e-board position with one of the girls who was also on the e-board last year. And it's like she just has an issue with how she talks, and it comes off very condescending and demeaning the way she talks. And I used to put up with it, as I said before, until recently, since I'm on e-board, because it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, you know, we're both on e-board. You might be president, but I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm tired of letting people who are the same age as me talk to me like they don't have any sense. And I started calling out on her that. I started calling her out on that. And she takes offense to it every time. The first time I came in a very professional manner. And then she took it defensively. I couldn't tell you why, just a suggestion. But the mistake I made was I started defending other people in the org who would not do the same for me. And that was where I messed up. So I had to make some changes, and if it's not direct, I just let it slide. But if it's directly to me, I'm gonna say something. But other than that, you know, fair game. I'm not defending anyone anymore, because it always comes back on me, and then I'm always perceived as, I'm looked at as the bad guy. And honestly, it's nothing wrong with being looked at as the bad guy anymore, but I don't want to be looked at as the bad guy over someone else. I want to be looked at as the bad guy because I defended myself and I don't take no mess. And it's at the end of the day, when you stand up for yourself, people gonna look at you as the bad guy either way. And I've gotten to a point where I'm completely fine with that. I do not care. I didn't come to school to be treated as someone's child or to be treated as less than. I'm here because I want to network and I want to create opportunities for myself to be successful in the future. I didn't come here for you to talk to me like I'm one of your kids. That's not what I'm here for. No. And I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm just here to do my job. I don't care. And once I realized that is when I started caring less about how others perceived me to be, and it caused me to be able to live in my truth more. You know what I'm saying? This is a video for all my unconfrontational girlies that's afraid to speak their truth, that's afraid to stand up for yourself. I want to challenge you guys to do that. Next time you have an issue, I challenge y'all to do that, to stick up for yourself and to stand up for yourself and to speak your truth, because no one is going to respect you if you cater to the people around you and you move accordingly to make them feel good, or to just to not step on their toes. Step on their toes and let them know that they cannot play with you. Otherwise, people will never respect you. And that's what I've learned, because you're gonna respect me, honey. You're gonna respect me. I don't care who you are. You're gonna respect me. I'm tired of it. I'm not playing those games with anyone anymore. I've done it so much. I've done it in the past. In order to keep friends, I've held my tongue, and I'm not going for it no more. I don't care who I lose as a friend, because at the end of the day, if I lose you as a friend for standing up for myself and for speaking my truth, you were never my friend to begin with. You know, I don't care to go back and forth with anyone anymore. As long as we keep it cute, keep it demure, we won't have no problems. But I'm not afraid to have like a cool little argument with anyone anymore. I'm not scared to go back and forth. We can go back and forth all day, honey. I'm gonna make my point known. Now, to say that not everything deserves a reaction, pick and choose your battles. That's an important lesson here. Pick and choose your battles. Not everything deserves a reaction, but when it comes to your respect, let that be known. You know, there can be a few situations where, you know, it's hard to decide, like, should I stand on this, or, you know, should I let it go? And that's my problem sometimes. Sometimes I can't decide which one is which. So you really have to, you know, think about that before, you know, get into it with somebody over something little. But yeah, that's just my advice. Don't let people play with you. Besides, like, professional wise, friends wise, being in your villain era can also work to your dating life. When it comes to men, ooh, that's a big one. When it comes to men, you definitely have to make sure you're in your villain era, and you definitely want to be a dominant dater. Now, this is a term that I learned listening to a podcast. It was Poor Minds podcast, and they were talking with Shan Boodram, and Shan Boodram was telling the girls, like, you need to be a dominant dater. And that doesn't mean going up to a man and approaching him like aggressively and being like, give me your number. No, it means being direct with who you date, being intentional with who you date, and leaving anyone that can't give you what you want or what's gonna make you happy. That's what it means. It means not settling for anything. It means checking everything as soon as it happens. Don't let nothing slide. And yeah, I've been a victim to that, letting stuff slide. I've been a victim to going through cycles, letting a man keep doing stuff they're not supposed to be doing, and that's pissing me off, letting them keep doing it. And you know what the problem is with that? Keep letting them do it, and if you don't tell them anything, it's gonna keep happening. When it comes to these situations, it's never oh, it was probably just one time, he's probably not gonna do it again. No, he's gonna do it again, because he can clearly see. Men know what's wrong, what not to do. They know. They just try to test you and try to get over on you just to see what you're gonna allow. And if they see that you're gonna allow it, they're gonna keep doing it. So that's what being a dominant dater means. Not letting any man play with you. Not letting them do whatever they want just because you want to keep a man. No, because there's plenty of them out here. And leave anyone at the door who can't give you what you want, who isn't doing right by you. Leave them at the door. Point blank, period. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I hope this video was very informative. It was sitting on my spirit. I felt like I had to make a video about this because these videos are my venting sessions, honestly, and I hope my venting sessions can help other people. But I definitely recommend checking out the Poor Minds podcast because they talk about some really good stuff on there. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.